God.
All right.
All right.
All right. So how was tungsten made? And you.
Is this stuff you really want the internet to hear? Do you
No.
want the whole world to hear?
No, we don't.
No. So do you want me to give you an honest-ass answer on how it was made?
Just give me an honest-ass answer, and I'll edit the.
All right. I was sitting in the practice room, Draper, and I did not have shit to do. And I was pretty chair-locked in that practice room, and I thought, what kind of a mood am I trying to create here? So I knew that I wanted it in the key of E flat, and that it would start on the 4th scale degree.
Why?
Because that has a good feeling.
Okay.
I mean, the key of E flat is a great key, and I like 4. You got the Lydian mode built on 4. It's probably the brightest of all the modes, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it is the brightest of all the modes. There's no debate.
All right.
Yeah, Lydian, of course. And after that, I knew I just wanted it to go someplace different, you know. So, what is it? It's in the key of E flat, and the chord starts on A flat to C natural to D flat in the bass. So, almost instantly, it already gives you a false sense of the key, because it gives that little D flat, and you think, oh, well, you can't be in E flat then. It doesn't sound like E flat, you know? It sounds like A flat.
Yeah.
But every time I land back on the A flat chord, the A flat is still part of the Lydian mode because it's the 4th scale degree of E flat. So when we get the upper extensions all the way up to Josh, he has a D natural in his part, which is the sharp 4. Clearly Lydian, you know, A flat, you got to be in E flat at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So the D flat is simply a borrowed chord from the relative minor. If you're in E flat major, you got, well, I'm sorry, not the relative, the parallel minor. So the parallel minor would be, well, yeah, it's just the Neapolitan. Neapolitan of the relative minor, or it's a borrowed chord from the parallel minor.
Yeah. Damn. That's how it was created, though.
I mean, yeah, I was just.
And what about the time in these tongues? That's very
okay,
complicated.
and then yeah, in the terms of the time, I think I just spouted out a bunch of numbers at him. I think I had the form in my head. I'm like, okay, this is going to be the order of the meter changes per se.
Yeah.
And so with Joe on drums, I could say 7 7 7 6 7 6 7 4. And then he could keep a steady time around that. And then with the guys, I would tell them the chord changes and when to change it. So it'd be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4.
Because when you listen to that song, it doesn't sound all that complicated. Like
maybe not.
But
the average stoned listener, right? But technically, it's one of the
more
far out. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that, and I feel like a lot of people that's why I want this video to be made, because I want people to appreciate the complexity of the theory and the time behind it, even though it sounds so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of hard work that you guys have to do to play that. So.
Yeah. So with that kind of a thing, it's 41? Yeah. It's an odd number, no matter which way you look at it. You're going to get an odd number of beats. So every time you finish a cycle of the phrase...
You just counted 41 beats. You just counted the entire song.
Just the A section. It's, well, it's 7 7 7 6 7 6 7 4, right? I think that's 41. It's an odd number, regardless. And so when you get to the end of it, where you thought the downbeat was is always wrong.
Yeah.
So you never really know when the phrase starts if you're just trying to count like a halftime feel, because it moves so quick. You don't feel the quarter as this, you know. Only we are thinking that, because we're the musicians who subdivide and all the shit. You know? But otherwise, the listener is just kind of bobbing their head to the halftime, you know. And their head's like, whoa,
it's such a beautiful song to listen to live too. More incentive for people to go to your shows.
Yeah, hear the live experience.
Yeah, the live
quite
experience.
Like it.
Yes, the live experience of Spectrum.
It's certainly fucking experience.
Yeah.